The outside is going to be a border. You might be able to cut this in half. If you already have this finished with a design like I do, you can actually, while we're measuring, you can actually cut this in half and use your extra piece. This is 3 inches wide, so half of 3 is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to make a tick mark, slide my ruler down, and I'm literally going to cut this in half. Make 2 marks, line them up, draw my line, and then I can take my scissor and cut this in half. And this can be used, again, you want to make sure that you have a nice finished square that you're happy with before you go and cut your second one. For the border, they actually will fit in here, okay, in these squares, so you can actually print designs here in the outside border. For my border, I have styrofoam ready. That's the same size, okay, as these rectangles in my border. To make your design for this, you're going to need a piece of paper that's the same size. So line it up, your styrofoam, line it up to a corner on a piece of paper, trace it, and cut it out. Simple. And fold it in half. Now I'm going to use this middle line here as my line of symmetry. Okay, so I'm going to draw on 1/2 of the paper up to that line, and anything that is ending, or if you have a line that stops right here at the border, will be reflected. So I'm just going to make a couple of large shapes. Now I'm going to trace this. I'm going to fold it back and just trace this against a window so it copies onto this side. So now I have this traced on both sides. I'm going to place it over my styrofoam. You can tape this down. And now I just need to press it so it goes through to the styrofoam. Same as what you did on your square. I am going to be tearing the paper. All right, before I start printing my border design, I need to figure out or make a mark on the back where, like, I don't want to mess up and flip this around as I print. So I need this to stay this way, or however you want it, okay, as I go around. So what I'm going to do is draw an arrow toward the edge I'll do this as the outer edge. And I'm actually going to write outer edge. Or you could write outside or something like that. So this way you know that the arrow is pointing to the outside. So when I turn this upside down, I'll know which way I'm printing. Now I'm going to print.